guys, I'm back. Since the last video that I put out about my book, Truth, My Synchronistic Journey, I have been getting some questions. So I thought I would stay in that space for a little while, since we are actually currently translating it into Spanish. And interestingly enough, synchronistically enough, this week's translation falls into alignment with one of the questions that I get asked the most, which is, how did you have the courage to leave everything behind? Like, are you crazy? You just dropped everything because God told you to go to the Philippines and write a book. Or you believe that. And so God, Spirit, George, it's all the same. Whatever. Universe. Whatever you want to call it today. To me, it's all the same. That is what I believed in that moment. It's what I still believe. And there's been plenty of proof since those early days that this is a spirit-led journey, and there has been a lot of assistance along the way, and it's been one hell of an adventure. But we'll start with the basics, which is, where the hell did you get the faith to do that? And interestingly enough, it did not come from my faith in God. That came much later in this journey. My faith in the divine was completely non-existent at the time. I thought this was the craziest idea I had ever had in my life. I actually approached every single friend and family member that I could think of that I expected to tell me to stay, to not go, to not do it, that I was nuts. All the ones that I rely on to keep me grounded and sane. And yeah, all of them told me that I needed to go and do this thing, including my daughter, who at the time was only like, 8 or 9 or 10 or so. It's crazy young. That's in the book. I don't do so well with time, just so that you know, for future videos. I've had some memory loss issues, and we'll get to that when we get to the health and wellness book that I'm actually writing right now. So I asked my daughter at the time, and she was like 7, 8 or 9, something like that. Do you think I'm crazy? Like, I'd never been apart from her that long, and I was terrified to leave her for that length of time, and we'd never been apart that long, and how would she feel? And her answer to me was, hey, Mom, if you tell me all the time that I should pursue my passions and I should do whatever I want to do with my life, and that I'm capable of doing that, then don't you kind of have to set an example to it? And I was like, yeah, okay. I also tried to quit my job. My boss, Michael, wouldn't let me. He put me on leave. I'm not sure if that was an insanity leave or whatever, but his mentality was, you do need to go do this thing. Absolutely, I agree. I can see it. But you're going to need work when you come back, so we're going to hold your space for you. We're going to hold space for you. My brother, who is like my older brother, life is black and white. He's an electronics engineer. He thinks black, white, right, wrong. He told me I needed to do it. So I also got a bunch of messages from strangers. That part is in the book. When you read it, you'll see some really crazy stuff happen in the 2 weeks interim between me realizing that I had to do this thing and actually getting on the plane and going to the Philippines and putting pen to paper. So that's the answer to that question. The faith came from my friends. So whatever that makes you want to believe, whether God sent them to me or not, that's the truth. So until next time, this is me wishing you an infinitely now awesome moment. An infinitely awesome now moment. See, I'm so not perfect. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?